Hello and welcome. Right, we are back on Frankenmuth, and this is exciting times. It is, but we've got it's chucking it down the rain. Beautiful. We could actually. It's true. Let's set this ploughing. We can at least do that to get these fields prepped because we need to do that anyway. So whilst we're doing what we're doing, I have started to do this quite a lot. It's surprising. The 12-metre plough. Few minutes and one of these fields is torn to pieces, so we've got everything off and set this going. We need to grab that off the edge. Yeah, it's like because it's going to get wobbled quite quickly. Let's grab those off quickly and we will then go through the months. It's just so everything's down from the shop now. We can see what we've got completely. Let's just review to a little bit. Yeah, it'll moan about being blocked. So we're going to have to shift everything around. Yeah, but really all we've got to do is just go through the months as you would, relying on you've finished and all your harvest literally just like sorting it out. This has just about managed to do that, but it really could only do it ever on a flat field because it's only just there. Whereas the big fen, that's more like it. We do need a dolly. The shopper very kindly delivered them for us because we haven't got a dolly. But in my speak, what that means is we store delivered it. just in case I'm being a little bit coy in like saying that. Yeah, I store delivered it, but off camera so that you couldn't see it. But it's fairly obvious when you look at how they are positioned. I've done that, but I did remember to cover my tracks, and I did remove the store deliveries so you couldn't see that I've done it. I'm not trying to hide this fact. I'm really not. No, it is what it is. I don't do it on camera unless, of course, I'm testing or something like that. But right, so then that's busy. It's ploughing in the rain. Why are we allowing this to happen? It's true, actually. Although I've always said this. There are a few minutes where it's not too bad. We will speed through though, it's true. Let's check that everything's gone across and that we've got, that's orange, lit, that's lit, and that's lit. So we have definitely got, it's filled. So right, we're storing, yes we are. Right, let's go through till September morning. In fact, let's speak time for, I imagine it makes no difference, it doesn't really. Check the sales as well. I know we would have done. We've not got much cash. I think we've probably bought everything out. It's 9 o'clock now. That is what you call a downpour. It really is. Yeah, there are a few glitches on the game, but I mean, in comparison to the day of release, the glitches are minor in comparison to like major. Well, a game that really should not have been released. If I'm going to be totally honest, coming from a gaming background, it was really a little bit atrocious that was released like that because it really was not. No, you are a little bit close as well. Let's just shift you out the road. Yeah, I will colour the tool as well on this. I remember that's why we sunk a lot of our cash because we didn't have I didn't colour it, so we need to colour that. Let's stick this underneath. So we haven't got any. Oh, no, we have. We can do the vegetables. We just said that. Once we've like ploughed, we've got those two for. Because obviously we still need flour. If we're gonna like do most of this ourselves, we are gonna need like flour and things like that, and we're gonna need chickens. So we're gonna need to like do something like wheat. Do we do that now? No. I want to sell. We need to get some money. So really, although, yeah, we do really. So I'm hoping that we do well in the sales so that we can actually make a bit of cash. Like that. That's not bad at all. So let's go and... we've got that... Yeah, we have got that down there. So we're going to borrow a little bit of cash. Because we... Oh, well, look at how much that's covered already. Yeah, I left the header down there. I didn't think it terribly appropriate for us to actually have that at present. So we're going to lend 60-odd grand. So we've got 100 odd for buying the Kenny one. which is a really lovely bit of kit. So let's buy that. We don't want any options. That's what kills you. It is that it doesn't play nicely. If you there's one of the JHGs. I never ever buy it because it is going to lose you cash, or you're going to make such a little it's not worth doing it. So yeah, I've stopped buying that one. Not because it's not it's brilliant, but what I mean is if you were doing it to sell, as in like now where we really need to make a bit of cash, then it's not a good idea. I think you think you make a little, but it's really not worth doing it. It's like buying a little tiny item that's just not... now then, did I make a mark on the floor? Yeah, I did. Cracked concrete, which I actually quite like. Sell. Yeah. Fantastic. We know we're going to keep. Yeah, we need to... We'll buy both of those. We can afford both. And we can move both. Now, if we hadn't got the... I would like to try the... Obviously, I'm not going to just ever use the mover, but on a Let's Play like this where you're doing vegetables and moving vegetables, and of course it does do straw too, it is a very good thing to actually do. Where's that? Oh, it's on the other side. Yeah, so I'm... that is our baler. We don't need a baler. We just literally stick it straight into... Yeah, it is brilliant. I do love it. It's... I really did. Just say when Dr. Julie released that, I thought, oh my life, what I mean, because I did love... it's not my first use of something like that. I used to use the STX out of the AGI pack. Exactly the same. Only it too had a bit of a hopper. Not a lot, but it did actually sort of... oh, we bought baler twice, so we lost a bit of cash on that one. My bad. Yeah, so... yeah, again, I'm not a stranger to it. I fell in love with that, and I often use that in FS22 to its max. But obviously, and I think that's probably why I went for what I did, because I've used that such a lot that you could see how you could make that better. You know, as in, because obviously it's very much a 60,000. Oh wow! Did we make any profit on that? I think we did. So now I need to lend another 100 to do the Oxbow. It's a shame, really, isn't it? Really, because we could do with something like that. Oh, it's the spreader thing. Yes. So not really. It is. If you were a very, very good farmer, I mean, I've got to be honest, then it really would. So how do you get to vehicles? I got to vehicles from this. Ah. Is that what was meant? The vehicle tab is on this now. Oh, no, I get it. It is working. I was expecting... I thought it meant it changed the look. Oh, we leased that. My bad. I thought it was ours. Right, okay, so we obviously got hit for leasing costs for that, and I never even noticed. Typical. Right, so we need to borrow another 100,000. So we're not making that much from this, really. Well, you know, by the time we've actually taken that to 267, yeah, just as long as we've got no options. Yeah. Of course, we will have made a bit of cash, obviously, when we've done this. Yeah. All my life. Cracking job. Nearly finished. Excellent. Yeah, so we'll see how well we've done once we've literally paid the loan back. But being as we only got 20 odd grand, really, I still think we'll have made quite a bit. Oh, okay. Quite in the... I would have thought I was just poking my nose in, but obviously not. Right, now then, let's see when the dust settles. How much cash have we actually got? Let's repay all that we owe and see how much have we really made from that little foray. I mean, we were lucky was a lot there. Nearly 100 grand. We've got almost 3 times the amount of cash that we had before we did that. So I'm going to take that as a win. How are we doing on our businesses? How much are we getting? Obviously, it's making pig food as well. We are getting a bit. So how much can carrots for? It's not stupendous. There is a bionic one, but it's obviously a lot dearer, and we didn't have the cash to go like really super. But it's still doing nearly 5 odd tons per month. So that's not bad. I'm quite happy with that. Aren't we switching the triple soup on as well? Yeah, it's true. I'd forgotten about that. Yeah, story. Fantastic. So, let's go through. Let's just wait for the... Yeah, I'm going to send... Oh, no. It's... Yeah, no. It's all right. Well, we shall stay down here. We're going to go through till tomorrow. We have no animals to feed, no worries, not a care in the world, other than waiting for our business to crack on and make us a bit of cash, really. Or we'll put the self-marketing down. We always sell our own products with our beautiful little sell point that is really our own little shop. So we make a markup on it. It's true. It is very good. That's not a bad little hiccup either. Oh, that's the biggie. That's an amazing price. Ooh, we can't afford it. No, but oh yeah, I know we can't really. We could actually do that one. Do we need it? No. Well, so we've got enough to begin with, I think. Yeah, we might have to. We've got a fantastic fence. We are not as powerful as that one can be, I might add. We ought to sort of work out whether we could sell ours, how powerful ours is. I think it's the same. I think ours is a 400 and odd horsepower. I'm quite happy with it. I think we'll probably just buy and sell that one. I do love this feature. I do use it, but I'm getting a bit choosy on big items rather than little tiny ones. And obviously sometimes it depends on how desperate you are. Sell to a bit of profit, and we need to lend nearly 100,000 again. So nearly 200 grand, but again we are going to I only just got enough cash to do that, and that's if you've got no options. Yes, but by DS Power, amazing. Yes, I've still got a dream I have of having the Fendt 1150 with a front 3-point link. Ever since FS19, I've always loved that. Always dreamt all the way through FS22 that somebody would actually resurrect it, but nobody did. You couldn't put the front lifter by Pepe on it, and which you could in FS19, and I'd like to have one built that's got a front 3-point link on. We've sort of done it a little, but it's not working at present. So you can go vehicles, but you can't buy from this, can you? No, you've still got to do that and do this the proper way. Yeah, I have done it, but it's a bit pathetic at the minute. It's looking very, very poorly, and it does not. This is a work in progress. Yeah, I'm literally playing around with things with it, but it's. Here we go, the armadillo, for obvious reasons when you see it, but that's unfortunately what happens to that. Yeah, it is a work in progress. I'm going to do so. The reason I've got all that metalwork there is to hide the fact that it's really hiding the weight, so you can't see it. And obviously, I'm going to stick that front lifter on, but it's not liking it. I think, to be honest, Giants have done something to it, but I think I can get around it, sort of. But I can't guarantee it. There are certain things you can do as a modder and there's certain things you can't. If the game says no and it's built in that it says no, then it is no, really. But there are some modders who are very, very good. That is just such a crying shame that we have to get rid of that. But it is what it is. Sometimes you just have to go with the flow a little bit. We have already got a beautiful fence, so 127,000, not bad at all. So how are we doing with our business? It should be getting up to about 10 tons now. Yeah, it is. Brilliant. And we've also now got the triple soup. That did nearly 10 tons. Oh, the pig food's coming on nicely as well. Excellent. Brilliant. Yeah, the triple soup must be more... Is it? Is a triple soup like a better... I thought I'd done all these the same. Oh, no. 100. It is slightly... Oh, no, that's just the amount that you get. Oh, it's because there's more imports. Yes, it's an extra 50. So we're not cheating. It really is just that you're getting 350s instead of like 100. So, yeah, it is a little bit better, but not for any cheating or anything. Right, so then let's grab that and put it onto field number 2. Which is terribly weedy. Terribly weedy. Yeah, but, I mean, this is one of the big fens. I'm sure I remember this was it was possible to upgrade it to 400 odd horsepower. Yeah, no, she's there. Let's have a quick look at ours. Sure. Our fen is one of those, it's not quite... So we're looking at the 930. I think that is one of those that is... Let's have a look. I'm sure it's one of those that goes 400 and odd horsepower, the 9. Sure it is. 9... Not sure. Oh, wow, there's some beautiful... That's the 1,000. So it's the 9. So there's 2 9s. Right, okay, we shall see. I'm not sure which one we've got, if any. So I think, yeah, it starts at 296. I think that is it. 415. Yeah, it is. So that's 415 horsepower. Okay, so it's a little bit weaker. That's the real big 1,000. I've got to be honest. It will do us for every job that we need to do. So let's just pop back to the store. Because we are going to like literally whiz through as best we can, because the best month is in March, so let's get ready to look. Yes, right, let's go through till November. Again, I really do love this particular, especially the very first year. I mean, we spent all of our cash setting ourselves up, buying a few fields, and obviously we've got a couple of really good productions. Well, one is an unknown. Oh, wow, decent tickle. Oh, the IT runner. This is the proper IT runner. Now, so far, I've only had... it's another 12 metre. Do we take a punt on that? I do love the Royal Christie one, I've got to be honest. But, yeah, we'll go for it. It can be very, very useful. So we'll say yes. And we will, yeah, we're not going to make a lot on that. We're just going to like crack on. So let's go on. Yeah, I do just love to, you get really good traction on these first years on a smart start from scratch. It's one of those things I like, but we've already done the work. We've literally have put the work in now. It's a matter of seeing what we're converting. I was talking about this. One of the most important skills in Farm Simulator is to convert what you've done into it. So you've got to like look for a viable business. I think we do need more tractors. There is a very, very good... It is. I've got to be honest. I do like it a lot. I just don't like the fact that it's... But I do like it a lot. So yeah, that's what we've done with our money this month. So we're back down to just about 100 odd grand. Let's have a look at how our business is doing. We're looking for March. That's when we're really selling this. So 28 tons, 26 tons, 42 tons of feed. That is going to do it. You can sell this pretty much any time as well. But we will stick our self-marketing. Are we really whizzing all of that distance? We really ought to stick it as well. I think this is probably... I don't know, there's that big... There's the dikes, aren't there? This is probably the best place at the back of the production silo, because we don't really use that room Oh, it's a. I thought it was me. I was going to say I'm not there. It looked like a human being. Right. So, oh, we've not put the sign down either. Yeah, I've made my own sign for every Let's Play that we go on. So, what are we looking for? I've confused myself now with what was I doing? Sell points, which I believe no, they aren't actually in that lot. Selling points, and as isn't the cheapest. No, it isn't. It's true, but I do like it a lot. I think we'll stick it like that. We know it's overlapping. We don't particularly care. We just want people to come to our little store. We can get to it. Okay, let's just do it a bit more like that. It's not getting in the way. We will... No, that'll do. It will. So the only reason I'm doing this now is because you can see... like in the sell points when you're like looking for things and selling as well. I say they're all soups are fairly good all of the time, but their best time is March, as it says. So we are going to wait for March. I know we've sort of got the cash and we could do something more with the canola, but we'll hang on to it. It could be our rainy day fund. Because I'm not going to do an oil factory just for because we've got a bit of canola. If we're going with vegetables, then we really need to stick to going with vegetables. So, right, let's go through till January. So we've now got 3 tractors, one with limited functionality, but nevertheless, 3 tractors. It's a good solid workhorse. I've got to be honest, I've used it on quite a few of the Let's Plays. It's one of those common ones like that that actually does quite frequently appear in the sales. Nothing here this today. Let's have a look. So we are we are really getting up. So we're going to need to... We're probably better with having that big trailer to actually grab a dolly, even if it's leasing. I'm working on a dolly, but I've not got it ready yet. It's like a bit... It's a bit naughty. It's like, oh wow, 54 tons. Now that it's going to be worth a fortune. It is, and you've got to remember that what it says on here, we get a 50% bonus. We get an additional third on top of the price for selling it at our own place. So if it says 76, it's really 126 odd thousand. So it will... Obviously, we have got to lug everything. That's the one thing I am definitely going to say, that you've got to take that into account. But apart from that... Right, so let's go. What I'm going to do, I'm going to take us right up to March. And then next session, it'll all be about loading and selling, really. Where we can actually see what we did and start to think about... Well, we know what we've got to do, but we really need some more fields to make this work. Especially if we're building... the new business into it. The other thing is I want to see how long it takes to get that established, because it's a bit more complicated. It's not like you can't just start. Oh wow, what is the other one we've got? Is that one of ours as well? Has it sold us 2? No, that's the original one. No, it's... Yeah, I think we'll sell that. Can we sell it where it is? I think we can. We'll lose a bit of cash, but I'm trying to play this realistically. We would not be able to... Yeah, I know, but we're sort of swapping it for one that's a bit bigger, really. Yeah, so we're not... It's not... I know it's not perfect, but we could actually buy that, and we've actually not lost anything, and it's bigger. That's what I'm thinking. We ought to buy the other thing first from Hispano. We will buy the carrot for ourselves. We don't want any additionals. And we don't want that either. I lost that last time. So, we got any options on? No? Fantastic. We will... Oh, no. I am going to buy it. It's just that I've not got the cash. I knew if we did it like that we wouldn't have the cash to do the... Oh, right. It's got like a little trailer for stacking them as well. Wow, that is quite amazing. Yeah, I didn't realise that. You see, and that's another thing that obviously really makes this quite amazing. I do love this. Hispano, he was my favourite windrows in FS25. I did love them. They were amazing. That was my absolute favourite. So it is nice to see these built in. And especially, I can't wait to have a go at that. I never realised we'd got anything like that in the game. That is quite amazing. I know we did used to have one on... It was a DD Mod Passion that did it, I think. One like that. Or it might have been Black Sheep Mod. I think it was DD Mod Passion. I think. Fantastic. We will buy that. And the class as well. We do need a lorry. Do we need another one as well? I do like... It's... no, it's true. We'll use the push for like the animals, or we'll buy my little one. It's true. Oh, okay, we've got a blockage. I think she's probably clanging into the shed. Or she has. No. She's actually there. Yeah. I forgot the intel about that. Let's set this going on this field. We'll finish this in a bit. We'll just have to drag this one off because it's just overhanging a bit. And also that other tractor is in the way. So it's amazing. We've obviously just through letting the worker plug away, we've pretty much done all of our fields. Pretty much. All through a bit of like foresight. That's what I'm saying here. A lot of farming simulators. I'm sure we did the grass on that last time. Or did I paint it? We lost a session or something. Something's not quite right. I'm sure I did the grass. Just set this going. That should be good. Let's go back down here. And we bought those for ourselves, so let's go through till March. Yeah, we've got quite a bit, and we've got the... Yeah, it's true. That's true. I'm being silly. I'm forgetting because Royal Christie's released the back, so we could get a 50-tonner on the back of this for like £5,000. So really, we've got 110,000 in the bank. We've got a lot of cash tied up in an awful lots of pig food and all manner of things. Yeah, so we will forget about that. And we'll go through to the last month. And we should have changed the time to 8 o'clock, but it's not the end of the world. Just hope there's no snow. I was just thinking, snow. Please be no snow. I think Giants have fixed the bug. There was a snow bug. Oh... You had to mention it. I knew it's a problem sometimes. Right. So then, March morning. What have we got? Oh, brilliant. It's a shame, isn't it? The spinach harvester. We could have actually done with that. Let's grab that first. Do we sell that as well? I think we will. And then we will, yeah, let's get cracking. Next session we will like literally do all the selling and that. We also, I think it's April, most of the vegetables that we're doing this first year, like we did last time. We ought to be thinking about a field though. Really? We should make quite a tiny bit of profit when we sell the oxbow. I've got to be honest, yeah. I mean, obviously I'm playing on hard economy, which is really not easy. It feels just normal to me now. I've done it like right since the beginning of FS25. Never ever gone on normal at all. The self-marketing is helping. It is helping. It was a real struggle on the first couple, but... So I want to sell that, yes. And sell that, yes. And we want to... How much is the oxbow? 278, so we need to lend an awful lot, 160 odd grand. Is that... No, it's not. Sally isn't stopped. It's going to rain later, I did notice that. Yeah, I did. So... 168, 278 or something like that. I think that should just about do. So 150 grand loan. It is nice now as well. There's a lot of modded equipment, but I have noticed that the prices are higher than they were on FS22 a lot. There's not a lot of people releasing cheaper mods, but there are some, which is, I don't think there are any cheap tractors. We at BI Industries have a very reasonable tractor, our own Model 7, and we also have another mod. I think I've discovered, I said this a few minutes ago about limitations that Giants obviously bring into the game. Now, I think the reason no one's ever done what I tried to do is because you're not allowed to. Yeah, what I've found is I've got a little tractor, and I've said it's got a big engine, 465 horsepower engine. But when I used it the other day on a Let's Play, it performed like a 200 horsepower tractor. And then it dawned on me, I thought, I bet it is. I bet Giants have a limit on small tractors not being able to. Because I think the biggest, the Orion, is a 205 horsepower. It's one that is my favourite small tractor. And yeah, I think it's a limitation. Yeah, I would imagine there's probably limits on medium as well, and probably 350 max, and probably obviously large there is no limit. But so yeah, what I mean is I wanted the agility of a small tractor but the power of a big one, which it would be possible to do, but obviously Giants say no. So we should be up to 150 grand when we've actually repaid all of this, which that's not bad for saying we've also bought a load of stuff. Yeah, 167, a little bit better. So we really... Right, okay, Sally. Yeah, I did mean to do that for you, actually. My bad. I even mention it. I still think Sally will get blocked by the posts, but we'll wait. Sally might... I've got to be honest, they aren't bad. They aren't bad. I was saying this. I never thought you'd hear me say that the normal worker sometimes is better than Courseplay ever. And to be honest, there are times when the AI, especially the ability that they've got of like carrying on in between sessions where you start and it just starts right away, that is absolutely amazing. So fantastic. So what's now? We've sold everything. 160,000. What fields can we buy? I think it was across the road. Have we got anything? Yeah, I bet you this is a trouble. Oh no, it's harvested. I would imagine that would probably be the only... I don't think we can even afford that, but we're going to have to do it. Yeah. Oh, we can. We've got to do it. I know it's going to stretch us. I really do know this, but we cannot carry it. Oh, no, we are going to say we're actually about to like come into a lot of money, aren't we? It's true. We will need to either lease or buy a dolly. Now, are there any cheap dollies? Yeah, I'm not sure that there are there? I say I am working on myself. There's the Schnufflestocks, which is not too terrible. And there's the Crampy that's 18,500. Yeah, this is my attempt at the front lifter, but it's a little bit poorly. Yeah, in fact, yeah, I don't want to do that actually. Yeah, because it could crash the game. It is a bit too poorly. Yeah, this is the one I'm working on. This won't crash the game. Oh, we have got the Basariga, haven't we? That's true. The Schnufflestocks 9,500, but I prefer the smaller one. So I think we'll buy the Sariga one. I do, because this will enable us to use our lorry. Yeah, and I love Sariga stuff, to be honest. Oh, I think we'll keep it like that actually, but we'll go rims red as well, like massy red. I like the brightness of the massy red. It's my favourite red on the game. Yeah, so yeah, that is beautiful. I think that is a thing of beauty. So set 6,500, and it means we can then use the low loader for like lugging all of our stuff. So we'll quickly run that across. Yeah, let's prep. I do like to prep. So we bought that field. Sally's just about to finish that off. Let's grab out all the tractor. If we can, we should be able to afford to repair it. Should. But I can't guarantee it. Now, do we need that? I don't think it's just the low loader, which is down on the field. So let's grab this. 9,000. I think we'll be able to repair it. It's a very loud tractor, this. Very loud. Wow, it's a beautiful thing. 4 tyres. Very stable. And not too long either. I like it. I think I had this from Sariga in FS22, and it wasn't at the beginning. No, we don't sell it. We're going to repair that. You know, seriously, sometimes it colour matches almost. Yeah, it is true. When it was first released, I didn't realise it was Sariga because I wasn't. The TPS, I didn't sort of put 2 and 2 together. It was only when I got that mod that tells you the modder's name that I thought, oh, Sariga makes that as well. But when it was first released, it was a bit unstable. The TPS was a little bit damaged in FS25 when it was first released. I don't know if Sariga's fixed it. I haven't seen any updates. It drags on the ground a little bit because of its support. Yeah, like this here. When you release this, its support does that, which is a beautiful thing. Well, I'm surprised Sariga never used that same mechanism on the TPS. Because the one on the TPS drags a bit, which, if it's a slightly hilly map, it causes issues. So, yeah, that's a bit strange why I never used that one off this one. But it is definitely a good bit of kit. Fantastic Sally has finished. We shall set Sally across the way on that last field. So we do need, thinking, we don't really need straw. We do need, oats would be a good crop to go for the, we obviously need to do flour. It's a shame we didn't, I just we needed to get on. I know in a way we should have done wheat or barley because we could have fed the chickens, but we can feed the chickens, so it's just one of those things. Now then, where is our field entrance? Is it? Oh, it's opposite us there. We can get at the top, being as we've come this way. Oh wow, look at that. Amazing. Absolutely amazing. I love it. It's beautiful. This brings out the good bit of FS2500 really. This amazing because it is an all map. Well, it's definitely getting better now. Is that indicator? Oh, do you know the amount of times I do that? Right, let's press the right button. Fantastic. So then, we have done almost, yeah, I know there's a bit of banding around like the one over there, but really we'll not have done bad. So next session, we will definitely get cracking. So is there anything else we need to do? We can buy seeds from our own thing. Yeah, we're very, very skint, but I think we've got enough wages. And this is what I call cutting it close when you like do things like this, but it really is. Yeah, we needed to like buy another field, so we'll do. We'll get the two other we'll get the 2 seeders going next session on the. Let's have a look. We want a big field really because oats is not the most bestest. I would say 17 probably is the biggest field, so we'll do oats on field 17. We'll do our vegetables on this. Although, do we rotate? Because it's a root crop again. We've got no choice, really. Even if the game hit us hard, we would have to take the hit. But whilst we've got a minute, let's drag everything off that field so that next session we can get that last field done. Finished. I mean, it is done, but it is a very noisy tractor. This will probably drown me out and I might have to stick my voice up. I am now on those sessions where something like this is very, very noisy. I am now recording my voice on a separate thing, so I can basically, if I do the recording, I've done it a few times. It's not always necessary, which is a bit weird because my volume settings are always the same. But sometimes something like this is a bit noisy, a bit like Mr. Noisy in FS22, the Fiat Agri. Oh, I'm on someone's front lawn, my bad. Apologies, people. We'll have a quick look before I do scoot, and we'll see what we are roughly going to get from... yeah, now there is another thing about my new mod that I'm looking forward to actually doing, the new production that we've got on this map. I've actually done my own 5-ton pallets, so it'd be interesting to see how that pans out, because I've no idea. Obviously I've created the pallet, I've told it how big it needs to be, but I don't know how it's all going to work. So we might have to, well, we can put our honey down, but we need a bit of cash back first, which we're going to get hopefully when we look at what we're doing now, if we don't get sidetracked. Wow, so that's going to be about 160,000 from the pig food alone. Then we're going to have 45, about 70,000. So that's wow, that's going to be 180, 240, 310, and nearly 400,000 we're sitting on there. So we're going to be all right. And that's not including the canola, which is our rainy day fund, which is best to sell in December. But we'll see what we can do. So that is really, well, yeah, no, why am I wasting my time? I can just read that. The one thing, obviously, that's if we sold every single thing that we owned. And it's not taken into consideration the fact that obviously our sell point gives us a bonus. It can't do that. So we will earn a little bit more than that. We've got we've got the dolly in that, which is very reasonable. That's 2 cracking trolley. Yeah, the equipment's not bad. It really isn't. So next session, I think, if I remember rightly, we can plant oats now. But it will wait for next month as well. We could actually do everything. The carrots and that, we could do everything. But I do need the oats to finish. It'll still finish in August, and we can still plant in September. So it worked nicely. Yeah, this should work spot on as we plan. So yeah, and then obviously, hopefully, as soon as possible, we need to get the animals, the chickens. We also really, for butter, need to have some cows. It doesn't have to be monstrous. Yeah, we could go for... Just trying to think. Let's have a quick look. Planning. This is what I'm saying. Conversion. I did sort of begin to say this, and then a worker, like as they usually do. I mean, we could go for that. Beautiful with 50. But really, for a little bit more, we could go with the BI Industries one, which is double the amount. It's we don't have to have a massive pasture. Doesn't take up an awful lot of room. Trying to think if there's anywhere. I think that we don't own that bit of land, although it looks like we do. I don't think we do. But that bit of the field there is a bit of a weird sort of jutty out shape. We could steal that and then square that off, and we've got that bit of headland. We could run down there, make it a little bit bigger if we really need to, and stick that there. We haven't got to go far for the animals. It's only there. Not that I'm going to do that, but yeah, it would be really good. But yeah, we could actually do that. That would work, and have that like that, or even like that, I would prefer. And then we could put the fences like that. Not that it makes any difference, because you still got to pay for the fence. So that would work, and that will give us, I think it's 99 if you do for the minimum size enclosure. So that's an option for like 60 odd grand. It does also have a solar panel, or quite a large one, which would also assist us too. So although we're very, very skint, what time is the rain coming? I mean, really, all this month we've got to do, if that's what we're going to do, is literally prep our fields and then go through till tomorrow. We could get all of our things filled with seeds next session when we've sold all the stuff. So next session's all about selling and converting our profits from our business into cash, and then obviously we could at that point still this year actually buy another field. obviously I'm trying to do this so with like an epicenter here. So field 44 and field 19. Oh, that would be a bit better. I'm not sure we can afford another field. We're thinking what we did inside. We might, yeah, we might. We could still do with what we've done. Obviously, we do want more vegetables going forwards. So field 19 and 44 are really good, and 16's a monster. So again, that is 42. Yeah, 19 would be the better one. We could go for 30. That's quite reasonable. It's a bit far away, but not that far really. Yeah, you can't always have exactly where you want, can you really? So yes. Oh, I'm just looking. It's the the French. It's the. Is it? I can't really sort of tell what it is. It's Stars and Stripes. I thought it was. I thought it was the American flag. The French. Do you know, sometimes. Right, I'm going to leave it there, yeah. Obviously, it's all getting too much for me. I'm getting me tongue-tied and like, but we really have done very well. And obviously, that is total profit. I mean, as in, like, we've got to do everything we possibly can with that. I thought we were moving everything off that field. So, really, it's... Yeah, I mean, it's a complete year's work, but that's not bad. We bought a field as well. We bought, I mean, obviously the ducking and the diving, the selling, and that really did net, as we've been very fortunate with the things that we've actually sold. So, yeah. Right, and that is where I'm going to leave it. Honest, I'm going this time. Yeah, so all that remains to be said is thank you very much for watching. Truly do hope you're going to stick with me on this journey. And I'm going to say... goodbye for now.